this fucking idiot. On the website for American Comedy Company, a professional business, it had pictures of Josh doing his dumb dances that he does on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
For follows. And it was just like, look at this fucking idiot, because they got in such a big fight.
Oh, that's crazy. I thought they only did that in the Facebook group.
No, he doesn't. Hey, talk in there louder. See if that's good. Talk.
It's pretty loud.
All right, there you go. I just want to make sure. Yeah, I think we're good. I fucking eat the mic, so I didn't want to make sure he either eats it or we turn it up.
I didn't say anything about ACC at all. I didn't say anything.
We're not live
is this going
yet.
on YouTube?
Hang on. We're not live yet, are we? Because Taryn will end up dead if he said something then. Are we going yet? Huh? You started it? All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Halftime Hack Show, everybody! Whoa, hundreds of people here again. It is unbelievable. Kill Tony has nothing on us. Those fucking Austin.
Tony who?
Tony who? Oh, dude, now you're done. Your career's over. You're done. You're wearing a Comedy Store sweatshirt even? You're double done.
No, I love Tony. He's definitely the most successful open mic host ever. That's true.
All right, keeping it positive. All right, Rams is here. Clap it up for our co-producer, Ramses Garcia, everybody.
Hey, Ramsey, getting it done.
Ramses is running the drawing, and we have the clock back there doing 3 minutes. Wow. We have the camera back there live on YouTube with millions of people watching. So comics, direct your comedy there. We'll hear you here. A lot of comics like to turn and perform for the two-man show, but there's the camera here. And
like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, that too. Shit, that's better than I haven't said that in 5 weeks.
You gotta
you already
say
know
that,
you're
dude.
the host. I think you just took over hosting duties because that's something I've
Gotta
never
get it done.
So you got 3 minutes. Ramses probably light you at, I don't know, 2-ish, just so you see it. But we do have the timer so you can see it back there. Here's the best part. This is, sports. To explain the rules, Austin's been here before. It's sort of sports. The football game just kicked off. There's 14 minutes in the first quarter. The Jets, the 2-7 Jets, are at the New England Patriots. Looks cold there. The Patriots 6-2. Is that what it says? 7-2? 8-2?
8-3.
Fucking, they're good again, huh? I didn't even look. Honestly, I've been so busy trying to sell tickets to this piece of shit comedy club that I haven't done any work to get ready.
First down.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Patriots probably going to kill them. I'm guessing they're a huge favorite. I'm guessing 10 points. Anyone gambling? Anyone in the audience gamblers? You know the spread?
You all look like gamblers.
You look like gamblers who have lost.
Yeah,
No,
they
it's
don't
got to
have
be a
any
huge
money.
spread. If the Patriots are 8-2 and rolling again, what are those jerseys? Are they? Those are kind of like lighter.
Are those their old school jerseys?
I guess so. I've never seen those. Those are almost like
I thought their old school jerseys had
not
more
quite
red
Chargers light blue, but sort of a something different there. The only time I've ever been to Boston was for I produced 2 comedy specials. One for Shang Forbes, not Shang Wang. You know Black Shang, which is a weird way to say it. Every time I say
I don't know Black
every time
Shang.
I say Shang, people say Shang Wang, and I go no, Shang Forbes. And then
Okay.
I say Black Shang from BET. They go, oh, okay.
And we're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Black
So
Shang,
Shang, I produced his 1 hour special, and I produced when we went to do it in New York months before. I said, well, we already have the audience. Why aren't we doing 2? Let's film 2.
well.
And our partners who did the TV show Gotham Comedy Live, they had all the cameras. They were 50% partners. They said, well, no, we got to focus on this. And then they talked to the Comedy Central people 2 weeks later, and Comedy Central says, we film in Connecticut because it's cheaper. We learned the hard way in doing it in New York. And also, they do like 6 of them in one night. They get an audience in, do 2 or 3 half-hour specials, and get a new audience in and do them over because they want to take advantage of the theater they rented for this much money.
That's how, everyone does
Yeah,
that.
well, I'm a fuck. I just go, hey, why
like
aren't we
the
doing more than
premium blends and all that stuff?
yeah. I go, why aren't we doing more than one? So then we produced Paul Ogata. My good buddy Paul Ogata was living in Temecula at the time.
Yeah.
He used to do my old club Aces. And so we did 2 of them. They went great. We thought Kevin Hart was supposed to buy Shang's. My boy Kevin's going to buy it, slap his name on it. Great. Even if we break even, it's still cool, whatever. They're up for sale for $1.99 on Amazon still.
Yeah.
I've recouped about
passive income.
I've recouped about $29 from my 6-figure investment long ago when I had some more money than now. But what started this story? Oh, going there. So we finished filming, came out great. I stayed, went to a game, and then I went to the Deflategate game. The one game I went to in my whole life was the Deflategate game.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Cold-ass rain in New England. I have some buddies that...
Some soft-ass balls.
Softballs. Cold rain, softballs. I left the end of the third quarter. They were beating, I think, the Colts they played. And I said, listen, they score again. I'm fucking out of here. It's freezing cold rain. I didn't have, like, a winter jacket with me. I had, like, a normal jacket. And,
You're from San Diego. You're probably in sandals.
bro, I had like a normal jacket. I looked at these guys. And I said, I am out of here at the end of the third. And by the way, it's not close to Boston. It's 35-minute, 40-minute Uber ride.
The arena?
Yes. It's a stadium, but yes.
Whatever.
We know this. No, really, though. So I thought, oh,
It's
it'll be.
like Qualcomm away from downtown.
It's
though.
far. Yeah, no, even further. It's out in the woods. And I took an Uber, and the Uber driver was clueless. I don't want to do a foreign accent right now because that would sound racist, but he was clueless, and I
Middle
said,
East or Asian.
So I said, you know what you're doing, right? I've never been out here. He goes, oh, yeah, I know, whatever. And he literally, there's a highway, 2-lane highway, and he just goes, there it is, and points at the stadium. I go, great, there's the sports bar I'm supposed to go to watch the games before. The Packers, my team was playing before. And he just stopped on the side of the highway, and fucking 10 highway patrol guys come up screaming. They make Mounties with hats and shit screaming, get the fuck back in your car. Get in your car. I'm like, wait, what? I don't know. Get in your car. You're going to jail. And this guy starts pulling away, and I'm banging on the door on the highway, and he opens it up. I get in. I said, I thought you said that you knew. So he turned in. So I almost went to jail because my Uber driver tried to
He
fucking
just dropped
Boston.
you on the highway?
Real mass. Yeah. And then I jumped back in his car. Real massholes. Real massholes, those cops.
Should you
Anyway.
give him like 1 star or what?
I don't know. I should have I should have stole his car. Been a real
I know
Boston.
all the cops were busy already, so they could have done that.
Screaming at me, you're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Damn.
Anyway, I start off with a story. I need to talk. Well, welcome back, Austin. Clap it up for Austin's back. He's been here once
What's up,
before.
guys?
Recap for Austin is he played some junior college basketball. Not a huge sports guy. It's not like you're following the games a lot.
Not a
Who are
ton.
your teams, though? Did you have an NFL team or
Seahawks.
Seahawks? That's
yeah,
right.
I'm Seattle. So,
Seattle.
Yeah.
And basketball, were you a Sonics fan? Well, you're too young to even know the Sonics.
I was a Sonic. I was like probably 11,
Yeah.
I think. But I went to Blazers games.
And then
my whole
baseball
life.
at all? You Mariners?
Mariners. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I'm just local.
And then we also have to welcome Taryn. We pronounce it right? Heffley?
Heffley.
Taryn Heffley, everybody.
Taryn Heffley.
Taryn's a regular here, regular at the Comedy Store, works at the Comedy Store.
La Jolla Comedy
La Jolla
Store.
Comedy Store in La Jolla, not the Hollywood one. Not that bullshit one up in Hollywood, no. But
Whoa.
Friday night, I saw Taryn. I've seen Taryn a bunch of times on stage here, other places, other shows. Friday night, my kid, he didn't even have a football game. I was at La Jolla High scouting a football game because the winner of La Jolla Scripps Ranch plays my kid tomorrow night. So I was videotaping a high school game that I was not even involved with, just getting cheerleaders. People thought this guy's
High
fucking
school
creepy.
espionage.
Why is he filming the cheerleaders at this La Jolla High game? I should have filmed some of the moms at the La Jolla High game, to be honest with you. It was pretty good. But afterwards, I figured, I'd pop in, say hi to everybody at the store, have a
Yeah,
beer.
it's good to see you.
And Michael Yo was on, and you hosted, a.k.a. went first, and
Yeah.
destroyed, dude. Destroyed. Some of that stuff I'd never heard before. Is that newer? Some of the newer stuff?
Yeah, I've always got new stuff. You know?
Bro, it was good. You're always good, but I was like, oh, that's new. I haven't heard that. You probably did, what, 8, 10 at least?
No, it was 6-minute cold open.
6?
Yeah.
Is that what they do there?
Yeah. For
They
the,
call-
the
Teach
cold
everyone
open
what they do at the store. 6-minute cold open.
Oh, this is the weekend shows. The weekend shows usually have the headliner and the feature, and then there might be a guest spot depending. But usually the show starts off with the door spot, and you go up there, you do the rules, no talking, no heckling, and all that stuff.
They call it a door spot because door guys.
Yeah,
And guys.
and then you do like a 6-minute set, and you bring up the next comic. And then we do piggyback at the store, so it's the next comic brings up the next comic, brings up the next comic. So, you just cold open, hand it to the feature, and then, go back to work, basically.
Go back,
Start
getting some
busting
popcorn.
tables and
Started getting popcorn out of the machine.
Yeah.
You call it piggyback, where you don't have a host, you introduce the next person.
Yeah.
I think I told it a couple weeks ago. I don't know if Austin was here. I featured for Ian Bagg 2 years ago at the store, and I did maybe 20 minutes. And the end bit I had then was just asking a name, a young person name and an old person name, and I do a little. It's not even crowd work. I mean,
Yeah.
Ian. So then I have to introduce Ian Bagg, who's here actually in 2 weeks, the night before
Love
Thanksgiving.
Ian. Shout out.
And Ian just
Ian's
fucking,
amazing.
he knows how to get me, right? Because I'm just like, I did good. Josh's like, great set, okay. And I go to step off the stage, and Ian goes, hey. And I introduce my friend, Ian Bagg. And he comes up, like, sold out. And he goes, great crowd work, buddy. As I'm handing the mic.
While he's getting on.
Great crowd. He's a crowd work comedian, guys. That's all he does.
He's one of the best.
And he
He's
just
underrated.
fucking looks at me, and I just go, oh, no, Ian's mad at me. Oh, shit, I'm a 53-year-old man, and I'm just fucking walking away going, oh, no, my friend is mad at me because I did one bit of crowd work.
We're not allowed to do crowd work on the door guy spot. We can't do crowd work, and you can't say the F word.
Gotta
either.
be fairly
Can't say the
clean.
F word?
Yeah.
Which-
Gotta be
which
fairly
F word?
clean.
Fuck.
Well, you're out of here. You're
Half
banned
the
again.
set's
You're not allowed to
done.
say it.
Yeah.
You can say faggot all you want at the comedy store. They don't care.
Actually, Mike Vinn incentivizes you to say that.
Yeah.
I have a story. I probably shouldn't say it, but he did call me that my first time doing open mics 14 years ago. I did open mics for a year, and I finally went to the comedy store, and he called me that word, which I won't say. And I was like, who is this fucking guy? So I hated him for at least 2 years till we became friends. But anyway, got to be careful with the F words.
That's Mike Vinn. He
Yeah,
insults
that's how
you
it
for 2
goes.
years, and then all of a sudden he just likes you.
All of a sudden, you're like, all right, we're friends now. So yeah, comedy store, you love it. How long you been there?
Almost 3, like 2.5.
2.5 years?
Yeah, 2.5 years.
And how many shifts? If you're a regular door guy, how many shifts do you usually do?
You do 3 usually. You got to be available Friday or Saturday, and then you usually pick up like a Wednesday or a Thursday or a Tuesday.
And you're getting up on Friends and Family show on
Yeah,
Thursday?
every employee does Tuesday, and then you do like every other Thursday if you're lucky.
So you're getting a lot of stage time. So main
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
regular stage time is what like the benefit of it is. Like it's every week, so you don't have to be at the whim of bookers and stuff.
Yeah.
And 4 of the spots is new material too, so it's nice. You get 6 minutes just to go fuck around
Yeah.
with new stuff.
Yeah, Tuesday is a really good resource.
I like that best of show because there's so many comics doing shorter sets. You can have some famous people in there. You can have some newer people in there, but it's a new comic in different perspective, different set. I like that.
Yeah.
Showcase shows are fun. I like
Yeah. So that's why there's a lot of famous from Hollywood to here, a lot of famous door guys that's how they got their job, fucking got time, got on stage, impressed Mitzi or impressed whoever, and ended up becoming regulars because they were getting spots. And then you have people that have been door guys for like 20 years that I know that, you're like, quit already, dude. Fuck, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to name names, but that's not down here. Not down here at all. Not down here, whatever.
They're valuable resources to the community.
There you go. There you go. Throwing out people. So, when did you start comedy? How long ago? Why did you start comedy? Were you a class clown? And who were your influences in comedy? No, we know Austin's story already. It's you, Taryn.
Okay, well that's a lot. Let's see. I started comedy Christmas Eve 2019. So
Are you getting choked up about it? Is it
almost 6
sentimental?
years. Almost 6 years now. Yeah. So I started at Madhouse, the midnight show. Like I went up last in front of like 4 people.
Why on Christmas Eve?
It was the first one available.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was an open mic, and you just...
Yeah, I was
were like-
trying to get up at ACC. I couldn't get up at ACC for like 2 months or whatever. And then someone told me or the door guy said it's like New Year's and I shouldn't bother getting up because it's jam-packed with new comedians. And then he told me about the Madhouse, and then I signed up for the first Madhouse mic I could, and that was the Christmas Eve show.
You were one of the first comedians I saw down here.
Yeah?
You and Kylie. I watched you guys on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I was dying because I came down here to start comedy during COVID, and then I was trying to figure out how to get back on when it started. And I saw you
I
guys.
started literally, I got up on stage 10 times before COVID hit, and then I was done.
COVID shut it
So
down.
my whole first year of comedy was just COVID shows. It was like the street corners at ACC, the parking lots with Danny Ragu and all that stuff, the drive-up comedy stuff.
I remember some of the parking lot shows, 24-hour fitness in
24
Claremont
Hour
Mesa. I have an old car. I brought it there that time. I think
behind
I
Dave and Buster's, Fiesta Island, did a lot of garages and driveways and parking or apartment complexes.
There was one here at Kit Carson Park that was a pretty good drive-in type show.
Escondido had Bolt Brewery. Bolt Brewery was doing mics in their parking lot the whole time. That was great.
What's his name? Who's the famous guy now? Matt Rife?
Matt Rife, yeah.
I got a good Matt Rife story, right? So he did this one during COVID, and I have an old Lincoln convertible, and I grabbed my buddy. We grabbed some beers to see. I don't remember who put that show on, but they had Adam Ferrara, and I was like, I own a comedy club in Escondido. How the hell did they get Adam Ferrara? So I came over here, parked. Didn't know who Matt Rife was. My buddy, we're having a few beers. Adam Ferrara's a car guy. Comes over to my car. I said, hey, I own a comedy club. Would love to have you. I don't know how these guys got you to come from LA, but everything was shut down in LA. So same reason I got Neil Brennan now and Ian Bagg and all those guys. And then Matt Rife featured, and no one knew who he was. And my buddy goes, do you like this guy? Like 2 minutes in. And I go, not really. and he goes, I go, you know what? What's your opinion or something? I said, you know, he's too good looking for comedy. No one's gonna want to laugh him.
That's how I feel about Austin.
Guys aren't gonna want to laugh because they're like, fuck.
Here, dude.
They're
Don't
like,
do
fuck.
that shit.
They're like, fuck this guy because he's good looking. But he wasn't that. I didn't think he was that great. And he's like, oh, you wouldn't have him at your club? I said, I'd have him open maybe or whatever, but like, I'm not gonna go knocking down his door to have him perform at my club.
Yeah.
And then Farrar ended up, he's a regular here now, does the club here twice a year. He was just here 2 months ago. Great guy. He had me bring my old car. We filmed a little segment for his Instagram page over here at Kit Carson Park. But and then the fucking guy blew up. Then now I have every mom that I know on Facebook and Instagram, and every any girl, 25 to 50-year-old woman I know has been like, you should get this guy for the last 3 years, sending me clips of Matt Rife. And I'm like, oh, because he's funny or because you're horny? Or both.
Well, shout out. People act like Matt Rife got famous overnight or whatever, but he was in the trenches for a while.
He started when he was 15, didn't he? Or something like that. Yeah.
Well, Eric Griffin produced his special and directed it and did all that stuff. And Eric's a regular here twice a year. And Eric is good buddies with him. He's known him since he was 15, I think. Kind of mentored him a little bit. But I don't know. Did you guys watch his special or whatever that came out?
No, sorry.
No comment. I watch it. It's just no comment.
I'm so ADD now with comedy that I get everything gets 2-3 minutes, and then they either got me and I'm in.
I give it 10,
Yeah.
and then if I'm having trouble paying attention, I just
you're out.
And
as a
there's
comic,
only 4 guys that I watch.
and as a comic, you're like, oh, you're gonna know right away. Oh, I like this. He's got me, especially early on. Or you're like, okay, this is gonna be. By the way, did you watch Zoltan? Zoltan's new special just came out.
No, I like watching Zoltan live. I see him all the time.
Yeah, I saw him the night before he filmed it. He was on the show and did it, and it was.
Well, I mean,
it was amazing then.
I commented and subscribed it.
Yeah, you could fucking support his ass and watch the thing all the way through.
No, I didn't
Just
know it was out, dude.
Turn it on, leave the room, and then put a thumbs up on it or something. No, it was on YouTube. You guys should watch it. You guys want to see a maestro at work? And he works clean. I think I heard him say ass once. What's funny is he said nuts.
No, he's almost 100%
he called his nuts schnuts once, I think, which I thought was funny. He came up with his own word and not say nuts.
Yeah.
But he's from San Marcos. He's a regular here. Actually, he's going to be here 4th of July weekend finally. He bumped twice because he's doing theaters now. His career's fucking huge now.
I know. I'm so excited for him. He's doing Balboa. That's
dude, self-made. He was booking theaters himself. I said, well, how do you do that? He goes, I find a theater in Milwaukee. And I say, what's the deal? And then I rent the theater. And then I fucking do it again. Then I find one in Chicago.
You got to do it yourself. No one's going to do it for you.
But he really is doing it himself. That was before he even had real management. It's unbelievable. He was booking his own theaters and selling it. And he's really self-made, which is just nutty to me.
That's crazy. I've never heard of anyone gets the theater level all booking their own shit.
Now he has. Now he gave me the old all right, cool. I think 4th of July weekend, he can come back here. He hasn't done the new club yet since we moved here. But he was like, you got to talk to my agent. I'm like, oh, shit. I got that from Taylor Tomlinson. I got that from Taylor about a year ago. I've known her since she's 17 years old, right? She used to do Mike's barbecue show here in Escondido I used to have.
I saw Taylor at Balboa.
She's done all my fucking bar shows. La Mesa Regal bar show 13 years ago. And now she gives me the old, cool, talk to my agent. I'm like, fuck. Got to pay more now. Got to pay more. All right, let's get, Taryn, first game, last game. So who was your influence? What made you want to do comedy? Were you always in my dream?
I was always a comedy nerd. I've been a fan of stand-up comedy since the beginning. My dad had Stephen Wright and Andrew Dice Clay albums. Those the first 2 albums I heard was The Day the Laughter Died and I Have a Pony by Stephen Wright. So it's always been around. I've always been a nerd. I didn't get into it until I was 32, though, because, I was bored and desperate for something. I wasn't looking forward to anything. I was just going to do dead-end job and dead-end job and dead-end job, and I was like, I should probably have some fun. And then I decided to do comedy.
And then you found Madhouse and just went up. Did you write for a while? Did you practice?
Yeah, I wrote for months, and I planned everything out. I wrote it out like a script, my set, word for word, and I memorized it like a script because I did drama in high school, so I knew how to memorize a script.
So you did have some experience with that at least.
Yeah,
so did you have no stage fright then? You didn't have fear about it?
No, I do have stage fright. It's before I get on stage. It's not on stage at all. It's right before I get up, I'm in knots.
So you're about to shit. You're about to poop your pants right here, and then you're fine here.
But I went on stage, and then I'm saying my stuff, and then it's going okay for 10 people at a madhouse.
Listen, I didn't say that, Robert. I didn't say that. He said it.
He knows what's up.
I'm just
Shout out to Robert. And I thought there was people in the room. It's just comics, but I didn't know them, so it's whatever.
Then You got hooked?
And then I got a laugh. I got like about 2 minutes in, I got like a laugh, and then I got so excited that I forgot my whole script. Like I couldn't, because I memorized it in order, I couldn't get back into it at all. And so I was dead silent for like 2 minutes after that. And then I said like 2 jokes and got out of there.
All right, but you got a laugh. That's
I did
huge.
get a laugh. That was fun.
And look at you now, you're destroying on weekend shows at the store. I saw you fucking destroy Friday night. It was great.
And then I bombed for a month, and then I got 1 good set in, and then COVID hit. I was like, man, I think I really could do something here, and then like no mics ever.
Did any of your first ideas turn into bits that you like were using anytime recently? Like evolve
Yeah,
into
I still
really?
use jokes from my first set. For
Yeah,
sure.
I did too. I was always curious.
Yeah, it's like one of my best jokes. Really, is my bilingual joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from my first 5 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sick.
Well, Austin, I don't mean to skip you, but you were here once before.
It's fine, dude. I hate talking about myself.
No, but you were here before. We talked a little bit about it.
No,
We'll skip your ass. We'll get to the mic section of this. All right, the first person coming up is going to be Cole McCabe. On deck is going to be R.J. Haynes. Ramses, what do you think? You got any notes for me? Are we good to go to start this thing? Should we give a football update? It's not very.
RJ.
Holy shit, we got an upset brewing. The Jets are up 7-0 with
Oh my
2 minutes to go in
they
the
scored
first.
7 whole points.
Joe
Already.
Namath came back out of the. You guys don't even know who Joe Namath is. You're too young.
Do you know what the deal is with the point system in football and
What's
why it's
the
like
deal?
that? Why it's not just 1 and
What's
1?
the deal with the point system? I don't know. Some shit from like 1904 that they came up with. I don't know. The crazy part now is kicking. It became way harder. The extra point, right, became way harder because they moved it back.
Okay.
And so it became more difficult. People fuck up a lot more because they moved it back. But now, as of this year, they let the kickers use their own ball. So usually it's like, here's your ball, have at it. That's why you see a kicker real quick trying to break that shit in, spitting on that thing, and fucking doing whatever to break it in. Well, now they can use their own balls. So there's guys kicking 70 fucking yarders now, breaking records.
Wow. Kicking their own balls. That's really talented.
That's kicking your own balls.
Just because the ball is like more worn in.
Yes. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more worn in, flies better, whatever. So so the 1 point used to be just a gimme. It was like stupid. They changed the rule a few years ago to move it back a little bit, make it a little more difficult. Or you can go for 2, whatever. But they changed the kickoff multiple times now. So I've never seen those jerseys. They must be throwbacks, but they're kind of
Nice.
I only think
Yeah, I
they're
like 'em.
throwbacks because the lettering on the shoulders, but
they look like Granite Hills High School, East County, baby.
it really does.
All right, we're gonna get this thing going. Again, you got 3 minutes on stage. We are not as mean as Kill Tony because fuck those guys, right? Just kidding. I like Red Band.
I don't know.
I like Red Band.
Never watched it.
I like Red Band. Actually, I texted Red Band like 3-4 weeks right before. I might have told you this before the first one we did, and I said, "Hey man, any advice? We're gonna do this thing. It's stealing this and this and this, and kind of just fucking whatever." No reply. I got no reply from Red Band.
Talk to his
thanks a lot.
manager.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Appreciate you, buddy. If you're out there watching, which I'm sure you are, thanks a lot, bro. Text me. Tell me what we're doing wrong, which is probably a lot of stuff. All right. First coming to stage. I think this guy's been here before.
Oh, yeah.
Where is he? Right here? I'm not sure. Have you been here before? Yep. I know. I knew that name. I have a bad memory. Please get loud for Cole McCabe, everybody.
Cole McCabe.
Welcome, Cole. Don't fall down. We don't have insurance.
Thank you.
Ramses, listen for reverb in case we got any feedback. You might have to lower things.
Boop, boop, boop. I've never really been a confident guy. Oh, but Cole, you're so tall and handsome. No? Okay. Well, yeah. I think I remember when that shifted. It was in 3rd grade, and I was placed in academic support classes. And that really messed me up, you know? They said your IQ is above average, but you're just a little delayed in math and reading. And so I became a very shy kid. You know, I just kind of wanted to be the chameleon, hide in the corner. Don't let anyone know that I'm dumb or can't read. And then you get into the real world, and you start realizing that we're all a little dumb. Like, I work at a restaurant now. I had a lady last week order a mocha martini She finished it. I go over to the table, and she goes very angrily, "Was there chocolate in this? What if I was allergic to chocolate?" I said, "Yeah, it's a mocha martini. There's definitely chocolate in there, but I'm the delayed one, right?" So yeah, we all look stupid sometimes, and sometimes no matter what you do, you're gonna look dumb. Like the other day, I was walking my dog around the neighborhood, and it's in the morning, it's a beautiful morning, saying good morning to all the neighbors, and as I'm walking, boom, fuck, spider web right to the face. And you're doing, your whole thing, trying to get the spider web off you. 10 minutes later, you feel like it's crawling on you. So I figured, I don't want to be viewed as the schizophrenic guy in the neighborhood. So I was like, I have a above average IQ. I got this great technique to where I'm walking, and as I walk so I don't catch another one in the face, I just kind of wipe away as I'm walking, and I'm wiping, and then spider web gets on my leg, so I'm kicking through the spider web, and that's just not a good look. It doesn't help that I'm walking my German Shepherd around either. So no matter what you do, you're just gonna look dumb. So I figure, I'll come up here and I'll look dumb for all you. A little exposure therapy. All right, thank you.
All right, one more time for Cole McCabe, everybody. Here, Cole, do me a favor. Stand back here so we can talk to you and whatever. Do you hear the feedback, Rams? Is it like reverb? You got to figure that shit out. I don't know if you guys hear it. All right. Good job, buddy. Again, remind me, how long you been doing comedy?
So July 29th was the first time I did comedy.
July 29th. He knows the dates. That leads me to a question. Do you guys write down how many sets you've done? I think I saw a post.
I do, yeah.
Okay, I saw your post last week. Do you write down how many you've done your whole life?
No, they're all in my calendar. So sometimes I'll look back at the year and see how many I've done this year.
I used to write them down. My guy who kind of mentored me was like, every open mic, every guest spot, I wrote them all down.
Sets and venues.
Yeah. How many was I saw your post. That's what made me think
I'm
of
at
it.
like 1,860 something.
That's fucking
That's crazy.
That's a lot. Anyway, back to you, Cole. Sorry to steal the spotlight from you, although it's literally right on you right now. I don't know. I'll go to these guys next. The schizophrenic thing I think is good. I think you need to act out, like do the whole I went into a spider web and do like a fucking crazy act out for that. And then, be like, everyone thinks I'm schizophrenic because I think you'd get a good laugh from that. I think you undersell that thing. And then same with the Hitler joke, or when you say the German Shepherd, whatever. I think you do a fucking real act out. You're doing this, and then it doesn't help have a German. I think they're better jokes than you sold it. You need to sell it more.
Okay.
An act out, meaning a bodily act out for that would be good. Guys, any advice?
Well, he's got like a storytelling mode or whatever. Like that's his delivery. He's like every joke is set up like he's telling a story. But it's like your punchline was dumb. Was like I'm dumb and other people are dumb, and you could have cut out that whole first minute explaining why you're dumb and why other people are dumb, and you could just say I'm dumb and other people are dumb. You can just trim the fat. What you need to do is like when you write out your stuff, underline the part that people are supposed to laugh at.
Right.
And then get rid of all the words that you don't need to make that part make sense.
Okay.
So trim the fat,
Yeah.
or economy of words. That one book.
Yeah.
Fucking, I think I told somebody about it last time.
It's like
It's
counted
huge.
I counted like 4 jokes, and then everything else was kind of just filler.
Yeah.
Right.
When you write it all out, or you record yourself saying it, you'll be like, you end up going like, fuck. You don't really need all this. You're just like, I need to say this to set the premise up. And the quicker you get to the premise and joke, the quicker it's boom, boom, joke, laughs.
And
So yeah, good advice.
yeah, I think the premise just, to me, it was a little confusing because
Okay.
you said that I'm insecure, I'm smart, and I'm dumb, like
Right.
all in consecutive.
Okay.
I think the premise, like whatever you're talking about, you should be able to say in like 4 words. And then everything relates. If you're doing like a longer bit like that, relate everything back to that one point. Because
Okay.
it's hard to make jokes about being insecure and smart and stupid
Right.
at the same time.
And then you build the story around the joke
Yeah.
after you've got the setup punch already mapped out.
I think like being insecure and then learning you have like really high intelligence is funny because it's like you're right,
Right.
or like that could be the whole bit, or being dumb, because
Right.
I'm dumb, and then but like your cadence a lot. Like I could see like with that voice and that monotone that being funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taryn's like, that's opposite what I was fucking saying.
I don't
No,
know.
like,
I think
it's a good delivery. He needs to punch up the
Yeah.
punchlines.
Yeah.
Like the funniest word in that first sentence was dumb.
Yeah.
And like you can do better than that, man. You can do better than dumb.
Yeah.
Synonyms.
hope.
Get your
I
fucking thesaurus out or whatever. All right. Anything else? We good? All right.
Good
One
job,
more
man.
time for Cole McCabe, everybody.
Hey.
Cole McCabe.
For the next 6 months, huh?
All right. Football games at a commercial. Nothing to talk about there.
Look at that pizza, man.
Yeah. Did you order yet? Are you hungry?
No, I'm all right.
All right. Let me know if you're hungry.
I don't
want
to eat on camera. That's something I
Just
do
up here
in
eating
private.
pizza, shitting on their jokes. Like, dude, that's so
Right more.
Austin will just feed you pizza while the show's going on. All right, next we got RJ coming up. After RJ, on deck will be Will Ben Hart. Will Ben Hart on deck. But coming to the stage now, 3 minutes. Oh, that's what I was going to mention about Sundays. I don't know if Cole does Sundays or not. Where did Cole go? You do Sundays here? Okay, cool. I haven't been here in a couple weeks. I have hockey over here, so I pop in. But Sundays, Jim mentioned a good thing. A lot of the mics don't get everyone up, but we get everybody up on Sundays, even if whatever we have to stay open. So guaranteed to get up, we're saying now. We're putting in our social media.
Show up, you go up.
Show up, you go up. You buy something, you get 5 minutes. So your 3 minutes turns into 5. You buy a beer, you buy a pizza, whatever. And it's happy hour prices on Sundays all day here, too. So that's the new thing. You show up and you go up, and we'll make sure we'll get everybody up. All right, coming to the stage. He's been here a couple times before. We know him from the Madhouse days. Give it up for R.J. Haynes. Everybody, R.J. Haynes.
What's good? What's happening? Let me set this right here. Let me turn around because the camera's to my back. So much room. Psych. Anyway, how we doing? How we doing, man? Football games on. I used to play football. Started off as a wide receiver. That shit was cool. I wanted to be AI, but receiving the football. You know what I'm saying? Juking people out of their shoes. And then I actually got to play, and I never got the football. And we lost. So I was like, fuck that. Let me be the quarterback, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't throwing it to the dude who's wide open, why the fuck do you even have the ball? Well, I want to win if I'm not getting the football. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody else? Nobody else? Nobody else want to sacrifice themselves, their time on the field to be a star? Nobody else? No? Okay. All right. Not a football crowd for a football show. That's weird, honestly. Throwing out football jokes. Went to high school. Anybody else go to a high school and was like misunderstood? Anybody else? Anybody else? Of course, Taryn was. He looked like one of my friends that I hung out with just for malware purposes. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. I went to a white school and then lived in the hood, which off top I saw the differences within economically. But also I saw the difference in the dating pool. It seemed like the richer the school got, the whiter the students were. So I was like, I'm kind of fucked. You know what I'm saying? I wanted me a big booty. You know what I'm saying? I wanted me a Shaquita. But I got Sharon. All right. We're tracking along. Right? With that being said, some people thought that I liked my environment too much. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. No. People thought I liked white girls. And it's offensive because I don't know about you. I like seasonings, you know. I like for my food to have some flavor. Am I dating a white girl now? Yes, but that's beside the point. I did this out of frustration, not out of need, you know. Nothing worse than finally getting your black queen and her still saying, you like white girls. Like, fuck out of here, nigga. Like, I ain't here to prove shit to you. I'm here to smother you like barbecue sauce. Nobody else? Nobody else see the girl like ribs. All right. Nah, I'm gonna say this number ended. Now I'm in a relationship. I came across a problem. Y'all girls be hella flagrant with grabbing ass. Let me explain. Hell yeah. Look, the grabbing ass I'm cool with. Make me feel like a bad bitch. I ain't worried about it. It's just how y'all women do it that's an issue to me. Cause y'all women give like the creepiest, like the creepy guy face in the club. Y'all do that when y'all grab our ass, and it's weird. Y'all be like, yeah. I'm like, hey, bitch. Hey, yo, I'm still like, treat me like a lady. You feel me? Like golden rule. Treat me how you want to be treated. You want a storyline? Get me a storyline.
Oh, Ramses hit the music.
Barbecue
on here.
sauce.
Holy
Hell
shit. You're getting your ass grabbed like a bitch or whatever the hell you were saying.
I
man.
don't get it. Why y'all girls like that?
That was crazy. Guys, anything for RJ? First of all, do you guys know RJ? Do you,
Of course.
know
No,
Okay.
love
Just
RJ.
making sure. I remember RJ.
I used to live with RJ, actually.
I feel
Did you
weird
really?
talking about
Yeah.
it.
For real?
For reals.
Really?
I
didn't
remember
know
from
that.
Matt. I haven't performed at Madhouse in a long, long time, but I remember him from back in the day.
But no, this was like 6 months ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Fairly
Are you
recent.
guys like a couple? Is this the white bitch you were talking
No,
about?
we're just renting rooms and poor people.
No, I like
It's
them
okay.
big, baby.
Have you been grabbing his ass a lot lately? Sorry, guys. Sorry. Too soon. All right. Any advice for RJ? What'd you think?
I don't know. RJ it felt disappointed that no one likes football, which I was disappointed too. But I don't like football, so.
I remember that.
Welcome to the podcast. Halftime hacks. Nobody likes fucking football, guys.
Yeah, it's weird.
7-7, by the way, right now. They scored 7-7.
It's like, yeah, support CTE. Let's do it.
By the way, good game.
Yeah.
Great game. Good job, guys. I don't know.
Well, you can't be mean to your old roommate. Not that we're mean here. Maybe we need to be meaner.
I like the way you say barbecue sauce, RJ.
I like the way you said it all, dude.
You're making Taryn hungry over here by talking. We don't have barbecue. We have
Oh,
barbecue
fuck.
pizza.
I
You want
bet
some
you
barbecue
do,
pizza?
man. I
Of
bet
course,
you
the big
got it.
boy on stage.
Get Taryn
is
a
like,
barbecue chicken pizza,
sauce.
please.
Here at the Grand Comedy Club.
Austin, be mean now. Be really
Be mean.
No, I'm just kidding. You're a
Racial
nice guy.
shit's gotta go.
Okay.
The racial shit's gotta.
We get it, RJ. You're
Get rid of
black.
it, dude.
Half of his jokes are about playing college basketball with all
Yeah,
black dudes.
exactly. It's quirky when I do it.
You know what's funny is he was talking about football. What's funny is I wrote down because he's talking about football and them losing games, no one throwing the ball. It's like they're not going to throw it to the black guy. I thought
Yeah.
that was going to be a punchline for you.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, throw it to the black guy. You're going to win some games.
Yeah,
No?
true.
Okay, just me, racist.
That
Okay,
was good. That was good.
okay.
I don't know. I do
Uh,
like that you're like being like super like black power, and then like I am fucking a white bitch though.
I like that too. It was a good twist. That was a good twist.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if we're not going to be mean to RJ, all right, give it up one more time for RJ, everybody.
Hi, RJ.
Good job, bro. All right. The Patriots did tie the game 7-7. Taryn and
Boo.
Austin have a 3-team parlay going right now between a highlight match, a AYSO girls soccer game, and you have the Patriots -10, I believe. You guys gamble a lot, right? No?
I don't know. I
I'm
feel
just
so
making shit up.
feminine right now. I have no
I've had a
idea
White
what
Claw
that
and a
means.
half, so I'm getting buzzed. I'm making stuff up right now.
You gotta have money to gamble, so I'm not super into it.
Yeah. Well, or you have money, then you gamble, then you have no money, usually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to Vegas Monday. My buddy has season tickets for the Raiders. Those Raiders. And they play the Cowboys. And I'm going to that stadium for the first time Monday. My wife goes on trips with her mom and does her shit. I haven't been anywhere for a while. So, and then I saw there's a Knights hockey game. So I've been talking to Ian Bagg about going to hockey. He's a big hockey fan. I watch a little hockey. I play hockey. And they play Tuesday night. So we're staying Tuesday night. And I think we're going to go to the Knights hockey game Tuesday night. We don't have tickets yet. We're trying to figure out a way to.
Have you been to a lot of hockey games?
Not really. Goals games are fun. You guys been to a goals game?
I've been
Yeah,
to a
I
Goals
went to
game.
a
Fun.
Goals
They do
game,
the
yeah.
cheap beer night on like Fridays or something.
Cheap
Yeah.
beer. That's
Really
what I
good,
remember.
And they fight a lot. They fight a lot. And Pacers is right there. You ever been to Pacers? It's only 2 blocks away.
Nah, never been
I've
to the
almost gotten to
Pacers.
that point. I never
I
actually.
lived near
made it.
Pacers actually, but
I don't know. Somebody told me it's there. I've never been there, so I would never.
I grew up around there.
You did?
No.
I was going to say that's a terrible place to grow up, right around Sports Arena. All right. So next up, Will Ben Hard, and then we're going to have Peter C. after that. Peter C. will be on deck.
So fucking excited.
You should be. I think they both. We got some returners. I'm looking for some fresh blood in here. All right, coming to the stage right now. Please get loud for Will Ben Hart, everybody. Will Ben Hart. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So my mom's a wellspring of material for me. And recently, she just had to move back into my house. And my mom's Mexican. That means that she has no respect for my boundaries or for me. And one thing that has been very difficult to do since my mom has moved back in, can anyone guess? I'm a man. My mom just... What? Exactly. Jerking off has been really fucking difficult since my mom moved back in, okay? Now, this is kind of personal, but I'm going to go there. Right now, back in the day, before my mom moved back in, I could go anywhere in the fucking house. It was my house. I could, in the kitchen, in the living room, where in the guest room, it doesn't matter. And I could connect to whatever speaker in the house and play it as loud as fuck. But since my mom moved back in, it's been very fucking difficult. I've had to plan that shit out, right? Now, normally, like, Saturday mornings, I wake up, I'm doing my own thing, pull out my phone, get it going. Now I got to think about, is it the video that doesn't have sound? Or is it just connected to the Bluetooth speaker downstairs where I put the volume to see if it doesn't have sound? And the moaning is coming from downstairs. That makes me fucking nervous, right? And another thing, like the saving grace back in the day growing up with my mother was the loud garage door. I don't know if you ever had, right? I used to be back in my room upstairs. You hear the garage door opening. You'd have enough time to take whatever you're fucking with and hide it and think of whatever you need to think about to make it go down. Give it some fucking time, right? But now we got one of those super duper quiet garage doors, right? I'm upstairs in the safest place in my house now, my bedroom, lock on the fucking door. I got one eye on my phone, one earplug in, and one eye at the fucking door. Now that's fucking, I can't concentrate when that's happening, right? Now, I'd be going, pulling my shit, and all of a sudden she's in the fucking hallway, right? Now back to saying that my mom doesn't respect any of my boundaries or any of my personal space. She just fucking walks in the fucking door. I've had to introduce a knock rule, right? My mom's not stupid, right? I was a little fucking porn gremlin growing up, right? I just fucking, back in the day when you used to plug it into the wall, all the modem stuff, got to the point where she had to take the computer upstairs, but I didn't give a fuck. I went to the CVS and stole the longest fucking modem cord and ran it from all the way upstairs down to the fucking kitchen just so I could jerk off. Now, Mom, you gotta fucking knock on my door. Why, mijo? How come I gotta knock? Are you jacking off? No, Mom, I'm not jacking off. These are just boundaries that people have. I'm 30-something years old. You gotta knock on the door. Nah, mijo, you're jacking off. I was jacking off. But anyways, thank you so much. That's it. Will Ben Hart.
Give it up one more time for Will Ben Hart. Jacking off a lot, guys. He's been jacking off a lot.
I'm sorry. Something
Bro,
I do.
stay back. It's like we gotta have a barrier here from all you jacking off.
I wash my hands before I go up here.
All right, Will Ben Hart. Did we change your name last week?
You did, but you know what? I can't do that. My dad's name is Will Hart, and I just can't do that, man. I'm sorry.
You hate your dad?
No, I don't hate my dad. It's just I love him so much. I just don't want to have his
Dude,
name.
Will Hart is a good state. It's like a wrestling name. And Will Ben, so he does the Ben. I don't know. Will Ben Hart just doesn't fucking fly. Will Hart, dude. Will Hart's a fucking great stage name. All right, whatever.
I appreciate it.
It's a great name. Guys, anything for Will Hart?
You don't hear super duper a lot. I'll tell you that. That's pretty cool. I was going to say sex that you can't do in your house with your mom, but I guess masturbating is also a thing you can't do.
RJ got it on the head.
Yeah, I was overestimating you, I guess. I'm sorry.
I'm not having sex.
But your mom moved back in with you?
Yeah, she moved back.
That's
She got
weird.
cancer, and she had some ordeal with her ex-husband.
Comedy show, guy.
Yeah, she
Comedy
left the
show.
fuck and she came back here. You know what I mean? I don't want to make it too depressing.
So she moved back in. That's new for me. I never know. It's usually the other way around for me.
Yeah, usually I move into her house, but no, she moved in with me.
Do you have other roommates or just you two?
No, it's just us two, man.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it must be hard to jerk off in a car like that.
Well, I was going to say initially, do you have your own room, but then you got to it. You do have your own room. Do you
I
have a
just
lock?
put a lock on it.
Step
now.
one would have been put a lock on the
Well,
door.
I thought I could just trust my mom. Mom, don't go in my room. You gotta knock. Mija, ¿qué estás haciendo?
Hey, man,
You know, like,
just
ruins
let her
it.
catch you, you know?
Yeah, she'll learn. Rubber face, and it's like a dog when it
I mean, you're
pukes.
paying the bills, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like-
I tell her that all the time. That's why she's got to knock. But, bro, I don't want her catching me, bro. You know?
Yeah. You know what it made me think during it? He mentioned the Bluetooth speaker. It made me think of a question for you guys. This is a good time to bring it up. So I've heard other comedians do the Bluetooth joke. I just watched a clip, actually, from
Dan
not Shane
Soder?
Gillis. Somebody.
Dan Soder.
Yeah, Dan Soder's clip. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just did a whole bit
He has
about
a
it.
really good bit. Yeah.
So, and I'm sure you haven't seen it. It's not like you're stealing jokes.
Dan Soder.
Dan
Yeah,
Soder.
Dan
yeah.
Soder,
Yeah.
super funny. I saw it actually today, that clip.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that have that Bluetooth joke.
Yeah.
You didn't do like the full joke about it, like people do the whole bit. Like, fucking,
I don't
couldn't hear
wanna
the
steal no
sound.
shit,
My
though.
wife, fucking the speakers, just like and then
Yeah,
you hear
yeah.
like, why isn't the sound working or whatever.
Yeah.
So, question for you guys is,
Should I
the
keep
rule.
that?
The rule when I first started, I was told, because sometimes you have a joke similar to somebody else, for example.
Right.
Not that you did, but there's a good point for something like this to talk about comedy, get deep into comedy. The rule I knew or was taught was the first person to do it on TV is the one who owns it, right?
Yeah.
Because you'll have similar thoughts. You'll have a similar thought as somebody run a joke, similar, but whoever does it on TV first is the one that owns it. We actually have two headliners that do here that I won't mention names, and they have a very similar, and it's their closer. It's very similar, and they both started in New York together. And I'm friends with both of them. I said, I'm not saying a word, and they both do the same kind of closer here, a little different, but kind of the same. And then I brought up like, oh, he was here 2 months ago. He goes, the other guy goes, yeah, we kind of have a same closer that I found out about. And I was like, really? And I went, I knew that. I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't want you to be mad at me about it. And he goes, yeah. He goes, but I saw him and I said, hey man, I already got shirts that have the shit on there. And he goes, all right, I'll stop doing it. But I'm like,
that was
no,
a
he's
nice way.
still
'cause
doing
it
it.
usually doesn't go down that way. They both usually start crying.
They're both
and then-
great jokes.
Yeah.
They're very unique jokes. That's the crazy part. It's so unique that you're like, maybe somebody heard, the old Robin Williams thing was, everyone said Robin Williams was a joke thief. He would sit in the back, but he did it like subconsciously. He'd be at the comedy store.
He just
He was always off the dome. He's talking for an hour, just riffing on shit. And
But then he
stuff
would come up with
out.
shit he
yeah.
heard 3 nights before that he didn't remember.
Yeah.
And he would do some other people's bits.
Yeah.
And it was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
No, thanks for pointing. Dan Soder. I'm going to look that up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he has a really strong bit. But the thing with your joke, you don't even need the Bluetooth part, I don't think.
Just the
yeah.
garage door.
I mean, yeah, because you got a 3-minute bit and you mentioned Bluetooth for like 12 seconds.
Right, I
you
can
know,
easily
so
cut that
It's
out.
not, your bit's not
it's
a
not
Bluetooth
integral.
bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I wouldn't even worry about it
Yeah,
too much.
it's
I
not.
think the hard part with your bit, it was hard seeing where the punchlines were.
Yeah.
You were kind of talking and hoping laughter was going to start at some point,
Sure.
but you have to show them where they're supposed to laugh a little bit.
I think you mentioned that last week too,
Yeah.
in like the long story form and trying to get laughs in that.
And like Terrence said earlier, literally, you can write it out. You don't have to stick to the script necessarily, but underline where, even if there are tags in between your setup, underline where you're looking for a laugh and accentuate that point. You're going to, you ham it up a little bit and you let people know. You train the audience. Here's where you're supposed to laugh. At least I didn't have my Bluetooth speaker on. I'm not saying do vaudeville fucking whatever, but
You take it down to like just the core essence of it, and then you build it back out. You write out your full story, you chop it down, and then after stuff is working, you build out from that point that's working.
No,
and then
yeah,
add stuff
definitely.
to it afterwards.
And to
Yeah,
me,
I know. I really appreciate after what you told, and that stuck with me. Like highlight the punch parts, trim the fat, and try and nail those parts. And it's a craft. Like I really appreciate you guys. You guys have been doing it for a long time. It's a craft. It's an art, and we're
but
just
again,
trying to figure
his
it out.
underlying thing, knowing where, this is where they're going to laugh, here and there, and then sticking to your guns. And whether they laugh or not, you stick to here's the funny part, bang, and then you set up. And then your tags at the end, bang, bang, and committing to the parts that you think they should laugh at, and teach your audience that this is the funny part, laugh now.
yeah, I
Awesome.
think because to me, there's no, if I'm saying something that is the point I'm making isn't going to be a punchline, I get rid of it. So
Okay.
even when you ask the crowd, I can't do what now, and they say jack off, you could just put a punchline there. Like my mom gets cancer, and now I can't beat off in my own house, or something along
Yeah.
it could just be a punch, you're kind of putting in place fillers where punchlines should probably.
I
Yeah.
could see that. Yeah, fillers rather
Yeah.
than.
And by the way, him's doing his
Basically,
mom's.
every one of those steps, in your story, should be a joke.
Yeah.
Every piece of information should be leading to a laugh. You shouldn't
Okay.
have any information in your story that's not going to a laugh.
10-4. Yeah.
And the funniest part I thought, it made me laugh out loud, was your mom's impression of, are you jacking off in there? Both times you said it, mijo, or whatever the fuck you said. Dude, I laughed both times because you say, I envisioned your mom going, are you jacking off in there? It's pretty shocking to anybody that's ever jacked off, guys.
She
that
knows
was the
me
funniest,
very well.
That
you
was
know?
the funniest part about your set. It's like, are you jacking
Okay.
off in there? And you're like, fucking, oh no.
Oh, yeah.
So,
But
cool.
how long have you been doing stand-up?
No, literally 1 week after.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's
1
1
week
month.
after Cole. So
Okay.
about August.
Wow, that's
That's cool.
pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
you got
good.
good stage presence. You're talking to the mic fine. You're doing great, man.
Yeah, well
Yeah.
done. Give it up
Thank
one more
you so
time for
much.
Will Hart. Not Will Ben, Will Hart, everybody. Renaming his ass.
It's hard to gauge his stage presence when I'm staring at his ass the whole time, but
All right. We
He's
got
talking
Peter
really
C
fast
coming
and
up
not
next. Peter
mumbling over
C's
his
here.
words like I do a
And
lot.
then Chris K is on deck. Chris K is on deck. I didn't see the score of the game, but fuck it, because you guys don't even care about sports anyway, apparently.
We can
Well, you
pretend.
can get $5 off of something though. Probably gambling. Yep.
Yeah, that's-
DraftKings.
gambling's
Yep.
gone nuts
Yeah.
recently.
Isn't it
Jesus.
crazy how much they advertise gambling now?
It's
Gambling's
so
gone
insane
nuts.
that they're even allowed to do it. Like
It's insane.
Like
And now we've had more controversy in baseball. The baseball thing's going on right now.
The basketball
thing.
was a big one.
Because
Yeah.
gambling is so prevalent that these guys are just like, yeah, well, I can throw a slider in the dirt, and you guys can all bet like.
Well,
That-
$10,000
yeah, they
bucks.
don't even have to throw a game. They can just be like, I'll just get less than 8 rebounds
Yeah.
this game, and my buddy will make 200 grand.
I had a coworker lost freaking $2,000 on just online poker while at work, and I was just like, that's
Oh, super.
like on your
addictive.
lunch break, you just
Yeah,
lost
your
$2,000.
whole day's gone. You're in the red.
Yeah, and that's
sucks.
some app too that I'm sure
Yeah.
fucking makes you lose, right?
Yeah,
like whatever that
I
is.
have
Who
no
knows?
idea, I would
I don't know the
assume.
rules for all that.
Well, the
shit.
crazy part about that is, you know how they catch all these guys, right? They catch all these guys because prop bets like that, the baseball pitches and all that. The
They
books,
report
the
'em,
sports
right?
books. Well, because if you and I, we know a guy who plays for San Diego State. He goes, listen, guys, we're gonna fucking lose, or I'm gonna have less than 10 points. Trust me. Are we gonna bet $1,000 on it? Sportsbook wouldn't care, right? $1,000, whatever. But we're gonna make money, so we're gonna get every dollar we have from everywhere we
Is
know.
$1,000 not money?
And bet fucking 30. We're gonna bet $30,000 because you want to and then that's in the book. Goes, why the fuck are these guys betting $30,000 on some no-name guy from San Diego State to get under 10 points? It's red flag, and that's when it starts. They've informed
They
people.
report it to the team. and
Bro,
the-
they
the
report it
league.
to the feds, the
Yeah,
FBI, everybody,
yeah.
and then they just start their shit. And now your phone, ping, ping, they fucking get every text message in like 1 second. And so the books are the ones that catch that shit. So they lower all the limits, whatever. Some inside gambling shit. All right. Next up, coming to the stage. He's been here before. Please get loud for Peter C. Everybody, Peter C.
Peter C. Hell yeah.
What's going on, y'all? I'm not from San Diego originally, man. I'm from a little town near Idaho. It's a small, like, cozy, racist town. It's very racist, man. I got banned from the only comedy club there. I tried to walk in, and the owner was like, hey, didn't you hear? It's open mic, not open border. I was like, man, didn't you hear? I got an open carry, mother. No, I didn't say that. I thought about that like 2 weeks later. I didn't say that. I made a sex playlist on Spotify recently for when me and my wife, when we get down. It's 69 songs, yeah. And I know what you guys are thinking. There's no way this asshole lasts all 69 songs. And no, I don't. I'm not claiming I do. I don't last the full playlist. I only get about like halfway through the first song of the playlist. I cannot get past the first minute and 30 seconds of the playlist. The song is California Love by Tupac and Dr. Dre. It's the same song every time, but I can never make it to when Tupac starts rapping. I forgot he was on that song. Like, I heard that song in the car, and when he started rapping, I got surprised as hell. I was like, what the? Out on bail, fresh out of jail, California. I was like, what the? And then I came. I started cooking recently, man. I made this recipe called Marry Me Chicken. It's supposed to be so good that you want to marry the person that made it. I just changed the name, though, because I'm already married. My wife's like, wow, that smells delicious. What is that? I'm like, oh, I think they call this Suck Me Off Chicken, babe. Because it's so good, you'll want to. With Brussels sprouts. And it worked, though. It actually worked. I was like, oh, shit, okay, I guess cooking's my love language or whatever. So I cooked some more, man. That week I made some doggy-style dumplings. I made some reverse cowgirl cutlets. I made some lasagna. That was just a regular dish. The lasagna was just a regular. All that work, man, but then she has the nerve to get pissed off when I make threesome chicken fingers. I'm like, come on, babe. It's not me, it's the recipe. The recipe calls for your best friend. Look, egg, flour, and one big butt Latina right there. She's like, that's your notes app. I'm like, oh, shit. Recently, I heard that OnlyFans wants to come out with a credit card. An OnlyFans credit card. I'm like, what? I got declined for it. I applied for it, and I got declined, man. They wouldn't approve me. No, it's because they wanted me to close my Pornhub credit card first, and I was like, no, I'm not ready for that type of commitment, man. I love my Pornhub card. I get points for gas and ass. Okay, that was my time.
Clap it up one more time for Peter C. Peter C.'s been here before. Good job, Peter. What? You got something to say? Go ahead.
Oh, no, he did a good job. It's a
I liked it.
great example of tagging every line in your story when you're going through your story. There's a lot you can do with the sex playlist. Like, that's pretty fertile ground. You know, you can do, like, the name of it and other songs on it and all that stuff. So, yeah, you got a lot to work with on that. And then the other story was, like, the cooking one was pretty fleshed out already. You got a lot of tags for that. That's like, I was watching the time. It's like a good almost 2-minute bit that, like, you can work on, and that can become pretty good.
Cool, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Austin, anything?
I second most of that. Where'd you live in Idaho?
I live near Idaho, man. I lived in Pullman, Washington.
Oh, Pullman. Okay,
Yeah,
I went
yeah,
to school in Spokane.
Oh, okay,
Like,
gotcha,
just north of there.
Okay,
Yeah, I was curious.
I've lived all over Washington, man.
Oh,
Spokane,
yes.
Central, Western, Seattle, all that.
Same here.
Actually, me too.
Yep.
Much
So you know the race there. You know the race.
Oh,
there.
yeah,
okay,
those are my
okay.
buddies.
Dude, Washington was the first time I experienced racism towards
Dude.
Native Americans.
Oh.
That was crazy.
It gets, especially like northern, it gets nuts up there. It's crazy. They'll start, like, if you don't look completely white, they'll just start asking questions until you say something they don't like, and they're like, you're out
Really?
too. Oh, it's
yeah, I
northern
legit heard
Idaho's
the term
nuts.
like resi or whatever.
Well, I
and I
know
was like, that's
Idaho.
not good.
Idaho's like Hayden, Idaho is like the origin of fucking.
Yeah,
that
northern
shit.
is it's like the Aryan Nation. It's nuts.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, neo-Nazi. Yeah.
It's crazy.
We used to play hockey with a guy from Idaho, and he was pretty weird. And my buddies are like, dude, everyone from Idaho is weird. And I was like, really? And now when I meet people from Idaho, I'm like, just
All the
keep one eye on them a little
potatoes.
bit. I'm like, they are fucking weird, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little weird up there.
I agree with Taryn. The food jokes, great. I love that. You changed it up a little bit from last time. Great.
I did. Yeah, I took your advice.
And
from
I love
last
the
time.
Pornhub. The Pornhub, the credit card thing. I like that too. I think that deserved more laughs. To be honest with you, I laughed, and I thought more people would laugh.
It's
But
all good. It's all
at
good.
an open
And
mic,
the points line is good because that's where I went in my head too, just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
racking up the points and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, that was
Nice.
fun.
it's always
You could
hard.
take that farther.
It's always hard, even though there's hundreds of people here right now. It's always hard. Open mics are tough. Well, 2 points actually. People that do guest sets, and we've booked people from our open mic, like Taryn. I met Taryn at our open mic years ago, and he became a regular. The open mics are oftentimes brutal, right? People don't laugh. A lot of them are comics. They're thinking about their own shit or whatever. They won't laugh as much. And then you can do some of that same stuff, especially those last 2 bits you did. And, if you were on a show here on this Friday night or whatever, it would destroy. I think you would
Yeah,
get tons
it'd
of
do
laughs
well.
on those jokes. So it's hard at some of the open mics to really gauge. Also, to add to that, though, do you guys think doing regular shows at clubs, whether it's a store here, wherever, we had the jack-off jokes last time. He started off with, his more dirty material, I would say. Do you guys recommend doing cleaner stuff to get your first tight 5 minutes so you can get booked at clubs and get guest bets? Or do you think don't limit it, game on with whatever you think is funny?
I've never been clean, but all my stuff is funny clean. So I'm never clean. I cuss and I'm myself up there, but I make sure I'm not reliant on like the dirty aspect of it.
Some clubs
that
are
make
tighter
sense?
with it. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a lot easier for me, especially when we first opened. We had a lot of old people when we first
For
opened.
clubs, it really just depends on the audience. Like, you can get away with dirty and gross and sex stuff early on if that's the crowd you got. It's not a good idea to just cold open, like, hey, you guys fucking or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
just, like
Yeah.
it's not a good idea because you're risking splitting the audience right away. And you got to gauge the audience.
Some people do late shows, a little dirtier in the late shows sometimes. I find headliners and features and openers. And all
Clubs
that.
are weird because it's like you can get away with stuff that you can't get away with at like a bar show at a club, but
Yeah. All right, well, good job. One more time for Peter C., everybody. Well done, well done. All right. Next up is going to be Chris K. On deck is Jen Lee. Jen Lee's on deck. Coming to the stage right now is a regular here at halftime. By the way, it's 14-7, the Patriots have taken a commanding lead.
Everyone hates the Patriots, right?
Yeah, do we still hate the Patriots? No, it's the Chiefs, right?
Whoever's winning, right? People hate whoever's winning a lot, and they were winning a lot back in the day, so I don't know. I don't know.
All right, well, fuck them anyway.
Fuck the Patriots. Fuck them. All right, coming to the stage right now is a regular here. Give it up for Chris K., everybody.
Chris K.
All right. So I thought this week I'd continue with last week's theme of middle age. And I may not look it, but I'm actually closer to 60 than I am to 50. And I know I don't look like I'm older than Adam, but there's times when I feel as old as Adam looks. But it's not all bad. I mean, I've mellowed out as I've gotten older. I no longer flip people off on the road when they cut me off. Road rage just isn't worth it, right? That's why now when somebody cuts me off, I point to them and I smile. Then I point to my lap and make the international motion for blowjob. But you have to maintain eye contact for this to be effective. And most of the time people do tend to kind of lose their shit, and that's always funny. And other times people look so visibly confused they don't know how to react, also funny. And then occasionally somebody looks at you and they're like, and then you made a new friend. So there's really no downside to this approach. People do ask me what my secret is because I don't look my age. I tell them it's due to the miracle of clothes. Because if you pull back this curtain, the illusion starts to fall apart rather quickly. You find that the further south you go, the more things are going south. It's like I have a nutsack of Dorian Gray hanging between my legs. And for about the first 35 or so years of my life, I had a match set. You'd look at them, you'd think that I got them at the same time, at the same place, which I did. And then somewhere between 35 and 40, they decided to part and go their separate ways. Used to think they looked like twins, and now if you look at them, you think they look like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito from the movie Twins. The big one tells me I need to call my urologist, but the little one's so cute, I just can't. I guess you could say I need to knock down the east wing to make more ballroom. I'm also suffering from a condition that impacts a lot of middle-aged men, married men my age. DDS, you may have heard of this. Depressed dick syndrome. DDS, symptoms of early stage DDS include buying more clothes at Costco. I discovered new emotion last week when I walked by a table at Costco wearing all the clothes on that table. Wasn't really good or bad, it was just kind of like the umami of emotions. I do think that DDS is something that hopefully they can cure. It's not like ED. You still get an erection with DDS. They just become increasingly resentful as you continue to summon them. I'm not even sure that my penis ejaculates so much anymore as it just kind of pushes a bunch of equally depressed sperm up to the edge of its dick cliff where they just free fall to their death below. I think if I'd wanted to get my wife pregnant at this point in our marriage, I'd have to scale on top of an A-frame ladder and probably invert her spread eagle underneath. Just dead drop that shit like munitions from a B-17 over Europe in 1944. Or as we call it, carpet bombing. Thanks, guys.
One more time for Chris K., everybody. Chris
K.
With his old dick. Chris K. and his old dick.
No grandma stories this time.
It's a lot of old dick stuff there,
Austin
guys.
remembers that one.
What's going on, dude?
Grandma
Speaking
song.
of-
What's up, man?
Speaking of old dicks, Taryn, do you have anything to say?
Did you say dick pic of Dorian Gray, or what was it?
Yeah, what is Dorian Gray?
Dorian Gray.
Dorian Gray is the story of the guy who's immortal, but he has a painting on the wall of him aging, and if he ever looks at it, he dies. Or
Okay.
Nutsack of Dorian Gray.
So
yeah,
you
it
gotta
was
be
the
s-
nutsack
so you gotta
of
be
Dorian
smart.
Gray.
So you gotta be
you
smart to
should
get
do,
that joke.
The dick pic.
It helps.
Yeah, so it went over my head. I'm not very smart, and most people. So another point for comedy.
It's literary, you know.
What percentage of an audience at the Comedy Store would get the Dorian Gray reference?
The comedy store?
I don't know.
10,
Fucking
15?
8.
No.
8%. That's my point. That's my point. I would stick to something that's more mainstream.
It's a small pit stop for the people that don't know it. I mean,
okay,
it's not like
well,
a focus or anything.
Trying to make everyone laugh.
All right.
All right, Chris K. You're
It's
trying.
not
This is
that
what you get for
obscure.
roasting me to start your set. No, I'm just fucking.
It's all good, man.
No, but I heard Dorian Gray. I was like, who's Dorian? Should I know who Dorian Gray is? Guys, any input?
It felt a lot like more improved since the last time I saw. How long ago was that? Was that like 6 weeks ago?
4 weeks ago.
4 weeks ago.
I wanna
Yeah.
say.
At least it
So-
might just be a different set, but this
But that
one
was
felt
the
more
yeah, it
punched
was.
up.
I mean, it's been a new set every week, but that was
Yeah.
a grandma squirting song, if
Alright.
you recall.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
takes
talk
risks.
your
He
shit,
changes,
dude.
he
Hell
changes
yeah.
up. He did a couple of the same, but he changes it up every
Yeah,
time.
sick. Well, never mind then. I guess you've had that one. No, it was good. The punchlines were a lot more obvious to me than the grandma one. I thought it was, yeah.
I've been
Karen?
trying to
What do
mine
you think,
clean
Karen?
stuff since that grandma set for this guy. So trying to figure out whose Dick Ramsey's has to suck for me to get booked on a guest spot here.
Whoa.
Whoa.
He
Well,
offended. He
we're down.
offended me to start a
He's down.
set. Now he's offending my co-producer, who's worked for me for 7 fucking
Not
years.
offending him. I love Ramsey's.
I don't know. It didn't sound like it.
I just think
Ramses?
you gotta make up your cadence a little bit. Like you get into a rhythm, and that's good sometimes. But if you stick with the same rhythm too much, you start to be able to like tune you
Mix
out.
it up.
Like the words just
Yeah.
like wash over you. It's like I was watching football and I hate football, so I don't know.
Ouch.
That
Change
was
speeds, basically.
That's a good
right?
point. That's a good point. You do kind of go and flow where you're kind of like, even if you had a good joke in there, it sort of gets lost in your tone. That's a very
yeah.
good point.
It felt like you didn't really care
But
about
I
what
mean-
you're saying. So I mean, which I get. I've
Stage
been at
performance,
open
like it's
mics,
hard to
dude, I
gauge
get it, yeah.
stage presence
Yeah, yeah,
here,
yeah.
but you know,
Fair
Whoa.
just saying, there's
Yeah.
like it happens. Actually, I don't know if I should say this, but a lot of female comics it happens to. They stick to like the same like cadence of like, their jokes. It's always like ba da ba ba, ba, and then after like 2
shit.
minutes of that, it's
Cut this clip and put it up.
Dude,
Taryn
put
is
this on
canceled.
my Instagram.
Eliza Schlesinger is going to share this
Look
and
what Taryn
destroy your
said.
life, Taryn.
Can I say one thing?
Of course.
These are all canned. I mean, these things I've written. So that one is kind of like more of like a middle 3 minutes. It's not something that would be an open 3 or closing 3.
Oh, no,
Yeah, no
we
worries.
understand
It's,
how
yeah.
comedy works. Thank you,
I
Chris.
know.
We understand how it works.
Get my
You do
excuse.
change it up, though. Again, I always recommend people do their best, tightest, whether we've heard it before or not, getting your best 5 or your best whatever, building up is what I would do. I mean, jumping around, doing new shit's great for someone that has a fucking dope-ass 5-7 minutes, because then you're going to get booked. I mean, you're going to get booked here. If you have a fucking tight
get
ass...
that tight 5, guys. Gotta
Yeah,
get
if you have
that
a tight 5 and you crushed, I mean, you wouldn't crush here because there's 15 people here. But if it was just tight and good, I'd be like, Chris, dude, we'll guest sets this weekend, next weekend, when you're free.
Fair.
But I would get your best shit and have it tight as hell. And then not only that, these guys, he has a show in Oceanside or this or here. He's gonna be like, oh, that was great, and then build from there. I would say you might hamper you in getting on more spots at real shows by trying to change it up. Even here, I know you're probably doing it to change it up here, but my advice anyway.
Also, I want to like contribute to the pod too. You're doing this for us, and I feel like I'm giving back a little bit if I can try to drop a new 3 each week. So
Yeah. Do what you want to do. I'm just giving recommendations.
No, I
as far
appreciate
as-
it.
Yeah,
I'll
no
circle
worries.
back
Whatever.
around
We're
to
gonna
the
fight
best stuff
later.
you like
We'll fight
most.
later or whatever, dude. Just kidding. Ramses, we'll jump him. He's made fun of both of us in the last 5 minutes. All right, give it up one more
Thanks,
time for
guys.
Chris K. My guy, Chris
Thanks,
K.
guys.
Good job, Chris.
Thanks, sir.
Is that a song? Is that one of the free songs we can get so we don't get fucking canceled on YouTube? A lot of weird shit. Jen Lee has a show. Oh, Jen Lee's too big for us. Do you guys know Jen Lee?
I do know Jen Lee.
Yeah.
She has a show, so she left us.
She had a show, so she left.
So next up is going to be Elim Qualls, and then on deck is going to be Josh Rogers on deck. Still 14-7, almost halftime.
Boo.
Patriots with their Charger-like
3rd and 6.
throwback uniforms.
Second quarter, about 40 seconds to go.
Who's their quarterback? Drake May. You guys don't know anything about football.
Not
Drake
a damn
May.
thing.
I know there's a few new white boys that have been killing it. We got some cornerbacks now.
See, there's the racist coming
We
out.
gotta
There's
go.
that-
Dude,
there's
that's
that-
all that's on Sports Center. It's like,
there's
look at
that-
this white dude catch the
There's
not
that
white dude.
Washington fucking racist in you.
Nice.
I heard they got some good white boys. We're rooting
A
for
couple
them,
good
right?
ones, dude. We got 2 or 3 out there.
It is Drake May. He's good. Sacked his ass.
I know. I haven't watched anything since like LT was on the Chargers.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They the mall here where the Grand Comedy Club Escondido is at, located in the mall. They wanted me to do a Super Bowl party here,
Nice.
and I'm like, okay. And I texted my manager Solly, who's here. You guys know Solly, and I was like, they want us to do a Super Bowl. We're trying to sell shit to stay in business. And he's like, fuck. I'm like, why? Solly, are we doing a Super Bowl? We're doing a Super Bowl thing here. Are you gonna be able to work that Sunday or? Huh? I know. Well, we're gonna have to staff it we're gonna have to staff it up because I probably won't be here. I'll probably come here early and whatever, but we could be packed in here. Have a Super Bowl party, put up a board, let people gamble, take their tops off, whatever they got to do. All right. So give it up. There's my manager, Solly. Clap it up one more time for my manager, Solly.
Give it up for the staff here.
He
everybody.
runs this shit, thank God, because I used to do it without a manager for 5 years. It was a nightmare. All right, coming to the stage next. He's been here before. Please get loud for Elim Qualls, everybody. Elim Qualls.
Let's do it.
What's going on, folks? Actually, I'll leave this in the back. So I'm 21. I live with my grandma, and she has dementia. And I smoke a lot of weed, so we're like the Bonnie and Clyde of leaving appliances on. We can never find the remote. We both shouldn't be leaving the house after dark, and actually at one point last year we both had our licenses suspended. Not fun stuff. It was one of my best friend's birthdays the other day, and I've been friends with this kid for like 5 years. And I was trying to find a picture to post on Instagram for his birthday, and I realized as I'm going through my camera roll that we have no pictures together. You know, we've been friends for 5 years. There's no digital evidence. I don't think this has ever happened once in the history of female friendships. Girls, they get ready, go out, get all pretty, just for the purpose of taking photos. If my homeboy hit me up and was like, hey bro, throw on something tough, we're gonna go flick up, I'd probably have to call his girlfriend, tell her that he's gay. He'd be trying to defend himself though. He'd be like, nah, it's not like that. And I'd be like, so then tell me why it's just us two in our best fit standing here in the field watching the sunset. I went to SeaWorld the other day. It was a pretty cool experience, but I did leave a little disappointed. I think like a lot of people that go to SeaWorld, they leave kind of disappointed. And it's because these killer whales, they're, you watch the show and we know how intelligent they are, how emotionally in tune they are. And I can't help but think that we're not pushing them to their full potential. I think these killer whales, if we want to get our money's worth, we should have them underwater welding on some offshore oil rigs. What's the deal with sporks? It's like the toddler's hands of silverware. I think the guy that invented sporks was so sick of explaining himself that he just put it in the name, Sput Orc. No further questions. But, sporks, they have a shitty name. I think it's because they serve a shitty purpose, and that's just transporting radioactive microplastics from your SpaghettiOs into your mouth. But some sporks, they've broken the mold. They've made it out. And you might see these sporks divvying up a Caesar salad at a fine dining restaurant that you might attend. All right, that'll be all for me. Thanks, guys.
One more time for Elim Qualls, everybody. Elim Qualls. He's been here before, but remind everybody how long you've been doing stand-up.
Maybe 2 months now.
2 months. New guy. You like it? 21. We talked about this before. Imagine if you guys started at 21. You guys would have a heroin addiction and be...
Yeah, it'd be done by now, I suppose.
It'd be done.
2 months is impressive. You've got really good joke structure for being
Sure.
2 months in, and good cadence and like presence and stuff. It was really easy to listen to. Your punchlines were clear. You tagged up a lot of your jokes. I think a lot of your jokes still have a lot more potential too.
Yeah,
like
you got a lot of fertile ground. You just need to do like a second run through over them. You'll find the more experience you'll get, the more you'll find more tags and stuff. And you'll rewrite them.
I think that whale joke has a ton of potential. I think I've never heard that perspective. I think it's really because people talk about how funny they are and then how we have them like performing for us. And I think like them reaching their potential is a really funny bridge to like those two things.
I switched it up a little bit. I came in here last week, guns blazing, did a bunch of Holocaust and racy jokes.
Yeah, new guy.
And I got recommended to do something that would make people like me. So I tried to
When you
switch
said-
No, I like this.
When you said my
No, that's what your first year is for, man. Get all that racist and all
Jack
that
off.
Yeah. All
No.
those rape jokes, get all that out in your first year, man. Write them out.
I save those for Madhouse. It's
Yeah,
wild down
that's
there.
fine. Madhouse is a great place for it.
When you said my grandma has dementia, and you said I smoke weed, so I was waiting for you to say, so I too have dementia, right? And then self-inflicted or something. I thought there was a great spot there for you to go. Dementia, grandma, she lives with me. I smoke weed. I have dementia. Ha ha. Whatever, something to that effect.
Yeah.
I think
the
you add more.
similarities between your insane grandma and your
Yeah.
stone self.
Oh yeah, you
that's
could
fertile
do
ground
you
too.
could do 3 minutes on that. Just
Yeah.
losing keys.
I
and
used to
fucking-
have like 6 tags for that, and then I kind of tried to pick.
Yeah,
the best
I think
ones.
that's really good premise for you
Yeah.
to
You
really.
cut those tags down, and then you write new tags, and then you cut those tags down, and then you write new tags, and you just keep
Yeah,
on. you
I think
bang
that'll
it in.
be a good one for you. Like 2-3 minutes on just that. I bet because that's a good premise. I think.
Also, something I noticed for everyone. Guys, introduce yourself to the audience when you grab the mic. Be like, hi, I'm Taryn. Just like introduce yourself. It's like just really easy step.
Good
that'll-
point.
That'll ingratiate you to the audience.
Yeah.
Good point. Anything else, guys? I had the sporks thing. I didn't. The sporks thing didn't do it for me. You got to come up with something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Sporks.
that one's fresh.
Yeah,
We're
I think
still-
sports is
still
or
trying to-
sporks is kind of overdone.
I feel like everyone's done sporks too. Right?
Yeah, sporks is such a common. Austin's like, what's a spork? I still don't know.
Oh, spork. I thought you
Yeah.
were saying the sports.
Sporks.
And I don't remember him having a sport joke at all.
Sporks. Sorry, I got the
Yeah,
fucking. I got the
sporks.
zin in. I got the zin in.
But what is the ideal food for a spork? Like, what was that designed specifically for?
I said SpaghettiOs. Or did I say
SpaghettiOs, yeah.
The fork part doesn't work worth shit, right? Like, can you ever fucking eat anything?
Well, I used it for like peaches in school. Like that's about it. Like a school
Peaches?
lunch.
How
Yeah.
old are you? They had
I mean,
peaches.
I'm
in
30.
school?
I'm 38.
Jesus, that's like
It was
old.
like chopped up and in corn syrup, but it's
But
still
try
peaches.
eating a salad with a spork. Are you gonna be able to do it? Fuck no. It's pretty much a spoon. A sharp spoon is all it is. Whatever. All right, that's all I got. Elim Qualls, everybody. Elim Qualls.
I mean, I guess it'd be good for ice cream, but they're
It'd be
cheap
perfect.
plastic.
Yeah, metal one. We had metal ones at my grandma's farm growing up.
Metal
we had metal
sporks?
sporks, yeah.
That's fucking
we were a big
cool.
SpaghettiO family, dude.
Spaghetti-O.
Yeah.
Spaghetti-O's on the farm?
Oh yeah, we had SpaghettiOs for lunch, and then we'd kill something for dinner.
Hell yeah.
What?
With
Yeah.
your metal sporks.
You went,
Yeah.
you went from the easiest thing in the world to eat to the most difficult thing to eat.
Just
within-
white trash on both ends. It was
Killing something. What'd you guys kill?
Dixie cups.
To eat?
We killed a lot of cows.
Your cow. Hopefully they're your
fuck
cows, right? Not like somebody
Oh,
else's.
they were our cows, and then we'd hunt.
Do you know
kill-
how to do all that shit? Do you know how to kill a cow? Like you choke it out, like MMA
Yeah,
style?
no,
or what
we
do you
have a
do?
gun that has a bolt in it.
Yeah, the bolt guns.
Yeah, and then the
There
bolt
Will Be
comes
Blood,
out like
you never
this
saw
far,
that?
and you put it up to its forehead. I don't know if this is going on YouTube, but
Jesus Christ.
about to get you demonetized. I don't want to take away
Well,
your
they used to
paycheck.
hit him with a hammer. There was a guy called a knocker, and he would just fucking just crown the freaking cows.
And we had guns this whole time.
It's making me hungry. You guys want like a bacon cheeseburger pizza or something? You
Yeah,
guys-
maybe.
All right.
Adam, real quick, I got to jump. real
Yes.
quick.
What you got a show tonight?
Yeah, I got a show.
Where are you at tonight? Let's promote it 20 minutes before the
Promote-
show.
I'm on North Park at some brewery.
A brewery.
North Park
Yeah,
Brewery.
yeah.
Brewery show. Have you done this show before?
It's a don't tell show. So it's like they have
He's
like
not
a
allowed to talk about
chain.
it.
Those
I
that
can-
don't know, don't. Those that don't know, don't tell shows. They're like pop-up shows, usually in a school, a library, someone's backyard.
Or
Yeah.
hospital.
BYOB.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yep.
They just don't tell you where it's gonna be or who's on the lineup. So they
When
can
did they
book-
finally tell you? I've been to one in Santa Barbara. My son's first show. I told the story on the podcast. He was 12. We're in Santa Barbara. Morgan J, who's now very famous. Morgan. First show my kid ever saw was Morgan. Uncle Morgan, he calls him, in Santa Barbara with Santos. But he brought us chocolate milk. I brought a couple White Claws. It was great. First show ever. But you've done the pop-ups before?
Yeah, I've done them before. They send an email out day of that sends just the address to everyone who bought a ticket.
And they're usually pretty busy, right? Pretty full?
Yeah,
They're pretty
good
full.
shows.
They're like they're like a corporation now. They're
Yeah.
in like 150 cities
Yeah.
in America, and they're putting out like specials that are doing.
I know the owner, Kyle, and I played kickball with Kyle in L.A. I told
He's
that story
He's a
before.
pretty nice guy.
Great guy.
I was really surprised actually. Like when I met him, he was like super sweet.
Great guy. I tried to say, you ever done shows at clubs? And he said, well, it's no 2-item minimum. That's part of our whole point. I said, well, we can do that sometime. We do a pop, do the
Yeah.
don't tell. We'll be the first club to do a don't tell show. People still buy stuff. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
But they charge more for their tickets because it is BYOB, right?
Yeah.
Right on. All right, I got to stretch my legs when this next guy comes to stage. So we got
All right,
Josh coming up. You're out of here. Clap it up one more time for Austin Treffelet, everybody. Thank you,
guys.
Austin.
Thanks, Adam.
Later,
Good seeing
Austin.
you.
Thank you. Just turn that thing off and leave it there so it doesn't. Thanks, bro. Have a good show. Who else is on the show? Anyone you? Didn't look? Char's on it? Okay. All right, buddy. Thank you once again. All right, Josh is coming to the stage next, and then on deck is Mary McKenna, and then after Mary McKenna is our last comic, Purple Haze. I'm going to stretch my legs and refill while Josh is up here. So please, is Josh here? There's Josh. Please get loud for Josh Rogers, everybody. Josh Rogers.
Yeah.
2/3 of the panel, like my father, is just going to walk out on me. That's fine.
I got you, man.
If anyone's worried about me running over my time, don't worry. I've been practicing my sets during sex, so the chances of me going over the 3-minute mark are, much like my penis, very, very slim. Who probably doesn't appreciate that joke or any of my jokes is my girlfriend who's here tonight, who calls me immature, which is ironic because I'm older than her. I'm actually 10 years older. And usually when people find that out, they react the same way. They're like, dude, you do not look 25. Math joke. It's a joke. She's not actually a child, which is good because we do sex from time to time. And speaking of being sexually active, when I first started, having sex when I was younger, older people would give me advice. They would say, like, hey, if you're worried about underperforming or premature ejaculation, just think about baseball. I'm like, think about baseball? They're like, yeah, if you think about baseball, you won't come. And they were right, it works. But unfortunately, I realize now my current girlfriend has to be obsessed with baseball. Like, it must be all she thinks about because she will not come. It's crazy. Otherwise, we have a pretty good relationship. We do get in arguments from time to time. We got in an argument recently, about a week ago. We went to Petco. It's a true story. We go to Petco. She takes her dog in, and I stay in the car. And I'm, like, adjacent to the door, so I see all these, like, single women coming in with their dogs. I have, like, a back view. Woman, a dog, woman, a dog, woman, a dog, whatever. The more I watch, I kind of start to get turned on, Not proud of it. I make the very regrettable decision. I take out my phone and I start snapping a few pictures. No big deal, for personal use. Set and forget it, go to sleep that night, and I wake up, and my Latina girlfriend's standing over me with my unlocked phone, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And she's like, oh, fuck is right. And I can't talk my way out of it. I'm in an indefensible position because on my phone there are no less than 10 photos, perfectly zoomed in, cropped right on these dogs' assholes. She doesn't like that one. While you guys are here, make sure you're taking care of your servers, take care of your wait staff. I have a pretty big soft spot for people in the service industry. As I was growing up, my mother actually worked in the service industry. She was a prostitute. The plus side is she got to work from home. The downside is we lived in a studio apartment. But it happens. That's all my time. My name is Josh Rogers. You guys have been great. Thank you.
Hey, Josh Rogers.
One more time for Josh Rogers, everybody. Well done, Josh. Even though I was walking to take a leak, I do have speakers. We have speakers in the bathroom here at Grand Comedy Club, so you can hear all the jokes.
Very invasive.
What? Basic. We didn't have it at the old club, Taryn, you son of a bitch. I really like well, first of all, have you done the halftime hacks before or not?
No, not here.
Have you done the open
I've
mic?
never-
Have you done the open mic here before?
Yeah, the first time I ever did comedy was actually here. Back when
Okay.
you guys were over on Grand.
And how long you been doing comedy?
Just about a year and a half.
Year and a half. Well, pretty good. For a year and a half, pretty fucking good, right? I was laughing my ass off about the baseball joke because you had a twist on it that was, I've heard baseball, whatever. I've heard that phrase, saying maybe a joke before, but I've never heard that twist on it with
That
the
was a good
girlfriend.
twist.
I liked it. I was laughing
It's
audibly.
not even a joke. I'm actually bad at sex. It's crazy.
Well, we all are. We're men.
What the fuck you laugh for?
We all are. But I love that joke. That was fucking awesome. I was over there laughing. Taryn, what do you think?
I like the baseball twist, but it's like the other stuff is like small penis, early ejaculator, my girlfriend doesn't come. That's a lot of open mic material, guy. Like, you got to have really clever twists if we're covering these topics. Like, everyone and their mother does these jokes. Like, I've heard, like I come too early so much in so many different ways. Also, like, girls do it too. Like, my boyfriend doesn't make me come jokes. It's the same thing. Just small penis stuff. So if you're going that way, like, just recognize that topic is well worn, and you got to bring something different with it. That's all.
Good point. Good point. And I'll go back to the dirty thing too. Again, I think everyone's kind of.
But the baseball twist is good on that topic.
Yeah, I like that joke. Again, if you're trying to write your tight first 5, 7, whatever to do more shows, I think. I'm not saying be clean at all. I'm not a clean comic. I've never been. But being a little cleaner will help you get booked on more shows. That way you're more palatable to bigger. Like when we first opened, we had a lot of old people when we first opened 6 years ago in downtown Escondido. And the dirtier comics I had, it was like the old people did not like the early shows, especially. I mean, we
old
do it 6:30.
people,
Yeah.
it's really tough. They'll check right out.
Yeah, they'll check out. They won't laugh. Even if you did hit them with the baseball thing, which is funny later, they already were like, we don't like this guy. He's talking about.
It's like a good 40% of women will just leave if you start getting gross. Like in their minds, they'll leave. Like you're set if you just start getting gross. But yeah, you know, it's good for like bar shows or rowdy shows. That's when you really want to pull out that material. Like it's very audience dependent when we're talking about content. But you know.
Agreed. Very good point. Good point. Are you doing have you done any regular shows? Are you doing open mics? How much are you hustling? How many days a week? Are you out hustling hard, or are you just doing a little bit?
I typically do every other week. I'll do the Comedy Store down in La Jolla, sometimes ACC, and then I usually come here. I live right down the road, so I usually do this pretty regularly for the open mics.
Nice.
You should get out to Jazzy Wishbone over in Oceanside if you're around here or whatever like that.
Oh, yeah.
They got shows. There's a pretty good North County scene here in San Diego.
Yeah, that's another thing. On Facebook, there's groups you can join that show you all the open mics, all the Jazzy Wishbone, some of the North County Vista. There's some breweries now. There's so much shit here in North County now. Breweries, bar shows, some open mics, some combination shows with open mics.
And Madhouse is 7 nights a week, guys. 7 nights.
7 nights.
Yeah.
How are they staying in business?
Exactly.
No, I'm just kidding. I love Madhouse. I love the old Madhouse more on top of Horton. That's when I used to perform there a lot.
Before my time, but I hear a lot of good things.
I loved it. It was, I loved it. I mean, I have some great memories of that place with Billy Bonnell and Zoltan.
But yeah, the new place is definitely the hardest venue in the town.
It's tough,
the
right?
The main stage is, it's rough.
It's tough.
But the brick room for the open mic is phenomenal. You have 10 people in that room, and you're having a blast.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
I've never done that room.
Yeah. Like, you can have fun with 5. If you can like have 5 people in that room, you can have fun. But like 10, 15, it feels like a sold-out show. You're having fun.
And Mic Drop has that gold room, Jimmy's room.
Yeah.
I've done that.
It's a lot like it, the gold room.
Yeah. I've done that room for a contest before with.
That's a fun room, too.
Yep.
They should have a stage, though. I don't like that there's no stage.
In the back room?
It's
like a 1 foot thing.
You're
maybe.
just on the ground.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's easy to build a shitty stage.
It's just a shitty stage. Yeah. Build one.
Last
We
week,
have the technology.
Brett Ernst last week, he's like, I love the club, buddy. You know, Brett Ernst on Cobra Kai. He was here. He's a buddy of mine. Lives out of Vegas. But he goes, the only thing I would say, and I was like, here it comes. He's like telling me I should build it out, halfway to this window.
Was it Brett Ernst?
Brett Ernst, yeah.
I love Brett Ernst.
Brett's great. And I just said we were trying to maximize the seating, from we have the big names we sell out. Every seat is more money that we need in a new comedy or a newer changed comedy club. But ideally, yeah, it's a little bigger so we can all fit up here to do the stupid podcast too. So once we start selling more tickets, we'll build this fucker out or something.
I gotta use the restroom.
All right, Taryn's got to take a shit, everybody. Give it up for Josh Rogers, everybody. Josh Rogers. Well done, Josh. Well done. All right. Well, while you're pooping in there, Taryn, you'll be able to hear all the jokes because the new and improved club has speakers in there so you can hear everything. All right. The score of the game. Anyone see the score? I haven't looked at it in a while. No one cares. No one cares about football anymore. All right, we got Mary. Mary coming up. Is Mary here? All right, Mary's here, and then Purple Haze will close out the show. He's our headliner. Purple Haze, you're our headliner tonight, buddy. We're going to give you 30 minutes. Now, just kidding, 3, or Ramses will play your ass off. I got a softball game. That's why I'm wearing this stupid jersey again. All right, come to the stage right now. I don't know if she's been. Have you been here before? Oh, shit. We got a newbie. Give it up for Mary McKenna, everybody. Mary McKenna. Welcome, Mary.
Hi, everybody. Hi. It's been great to hear about all of your dicks. But no, I'm really excited to be here. My name is Mary. I don't have to tell you guys, but a career in stand-up is so hard. I mean, I've been at it for like a month now, and I'm still not viral on TikTok. But I've been doing so much research, spending hours and hours on the internet, and in the 2 articles that I read, they both talked about the importance of a comic being something called, what's it called? Honest? Honest? It's spelled H-O-E, wait, no, H-O-N-E-S-T, honest. I'd never heard of that before, so I had to ask my dad what it meant. And he says it's when you express your true thoughts and feelings in exchange for judgment, pain, and divorce papers. So that sucks. But I still wanted to try it anyways today, if that's okay with you guys, if I share some honest truths with you. Is that okay? Okay, don't judge me. I've never done this before. Okay. One time I called out sick from work, claiming that I had early onset rabies. This was to get out of a mandatory sexual harassment training, but the training was only mandatory for me. Let's see what else. Okay. When I used to babysit, I actually never learned the names of the children. I just referred to them all as Satan's crotch goblins and rang a bell for dinner time. And let's see one more. Okay, I'm terrified of anal penetration. Thank you. I'm really bad at spending money, really bad. Thankfully, I have a super cushy job as a stay-at-home kid. My parents are my bosses, and they have tried to terminate me in the past. Unsuccessfully, I might add, as I had already granted myself tenure. But what I don't understand is why they seemed so eager to do it. I had to terminate my own kid last week, and I did not have a very fun time. No. I don't think I'm as bad as the rest of my generation with money. Gen Z will literally buy anything they see on TikTok. Like, I saw an ad for flavored tampons. Flavored tampons. And I was like, oh my God, who needs this? Anyways, I went with eucalyptus mint. And it was spicy. But it did help clear up my boyfriend's sinus infection. That is my time, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm Mary McKenna.
One more time for Mary McKenna, everybody. Mary McKenna, come on back here so we can talk to you and still have you on this. How long you been doing comedy?
Stand up, like 3 months.
Stand up. What other comedy
Well,
have you been doing?
I like to write like shorts, like
Okay.
comedy shorts.
Okay.
So skits and
Just
stuff?
for fun, just for funsies.
Nice.
Yeah. But
You do improv at all?
no,
No.
no improv for me yet.
When you write the comedy shorts, is your goal like Saturday Night Live, or like what are you thinking when you write those shorts out, or just to be creative, or what are you thinking?
Well, really, I was never known as funny growing up. I was very, very shy and introverted. And then it wasn't until I discovered Larry David where I was like, oh my God, it's okay to be an asshole. And so then after that, I just started writing the shorts for myself just to try to be funny like him. And then I was like, fuck it, let's just try stand-up.
That's good. Larry David, legend. Larry J, who sucked at stand-up, apparently.
Yes, he did.
Used to get very angry when people didn't like him and tell everyone to fuck off and just leave. You know, he had supposed to do 10 minutes. He would leave after 3. Fuck you and leave.
I know the type, yeah.
I liked how you started. Referencing the comic before or comics before is always a good thing. She came up and mentioned the dicks, all the dicks before, whatever. I thought that was great. That's a veteran move to somebody who's pretty new. As long as you don't roast them too much, especially at open mic. I hate when people at open mics roast. We tell these guys whatever.
Roast your friends. Like that's the
Yeah, roast your friends because they'll get you back eventually. whatever. But I liked how you started, confidently talking about the shit that's happened before you. That was great. That's a veteran move.
You established a pretty good comic persona right away, like innocent, not really knowing what's going on, and then that's fun. There's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, I'm not famous yet because of TikTok. That was good too. I think you can add to that. That was a great start too to follow up the dick part.
I mean, it's good for an open mic because it's kind of meta and there's comics here, but she'll drop that eventually.
Yeah. Sexual harassment training I thought was good. You're like, it was just me. I was waiting for it. I thought you were done. Your pacing was so slow. I like it. I got into the vibe of it, but I was like, oh, is she not going to? And then you had something for it, but I had to wait for it. I thought that was great. Sexual harassment training was just for me. Anything else, Taryn?
I know it's just a premise for one of your jokes, but I do gotta say, it's like people say things are funny because they're true, like the honesty. Like that's not true. You can just make shit up. You don't have to tell the truth at all.
Most people don't. Yeah, most people don't.
You can just make shit up. You can lie for sure on stage. You just gotta seem genuine. It's important that you seem genuine, so it's easier to make a connection.
Yeah, you're like, last week this happened to me. I'm like, that fucking joke I've been doing 12 years. It's been last week for 12 years. Any questions for us that you might have? Never asked this before. Do you have any questions?
Do you have any job openings?
We need to cut people, actually. We need to cut payroll. No.
Most comedy clubs are firing.
We need a backup door guy. You want to be a backup door guy?
I think I could do that.
Yeah?
I think I'm built for that.
It's seating people. We have a guy, and he's good, but when he's off.
Is it Gavin?
No, not Gavin. Gavin came back a couple weeks ago. I was like, dude, we're sold out. We're like, we need a runner buster because people are off. And Gavin's like, I got you. Nice. And he fucking came and balled out. Did great. I love seeing Gavin.
Shout out to Gavin Blaine.
Gavin Blaine, my guy. All right. I think that's pretty much it. Terrified about anal penetration.
Yeah, relatable.
But you didn't have a joke after that, right? Did it just end there?
Yeah, that's great. That's fine.
Normally, when there's a bigger audience, I say, I thought you guys would like the butt stuff. But yeah,
it was funny when you said it. You had my attention. Funny words, anal penetration, funny words. I was just waiting for like a zinger or something after that. So maybe come up with something that's good after that because you got my attention. But then I thought you could come with something strong.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you just kind of get a laugh on the premise. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of those kind of jokes.
Yeah. Well, fuck you then, Taryn. Just take out everything I just said. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah. All right, give it up one more time for Mary McKenna, everybody. Well done, Mary. Very good. For a new comic, that was very good. Stage presence, great. Awesome. All right. Ramses, last comic, yeah? All right, our headliner for tonight, doing 3 minutes. This guy is at the open mic regularly. He did halftime hacks here last week. Please get loud for Purple Haze, everybody. Purple Haze.
I'm 60. I date very young women. This one date, I was nervous. Thought I needed Viagra. Boy, was that a mistake. She chipped her tooth. Nice. So this date with the tooth. Woke up in the morning. It was a good evening. I said, hey, you want to go get a coffee, take a walk on the beach? What do you want to do? And then she said, I can't. I'm still tied up. Then I thought, oh, shit. She's still on the other side of the wall of the room. A man is either in his build phase or his maintain phase. I'm in my hoe phase. Sex. That's all male comics will talk about is sex. That's not what I think about. I think about the exit plan before I have the sex. Ooh, right on. Sports. Did you hear about the 911 call at the Women's Collegiate Swimming Championship? This swimmer was going to break the record and possibly qualify for the Olympics. But apparently, she was held up at security. Apparently, she had a suspicious package. God, the light. The light. That one always gets me, the light. Shit, I fucking hate the light. Oops. Clean comedy, shit, and fuck. Those are interesting words. If you can't fuck, shit. But if you can't shit, fuck. Excellent. And I'll leave you with this. My Australian triathlon friend recently won the state triathlon championship. He did this with a hernia. Hernia. Painful. You notice all the terrible things in this world start with a female pronoun. Hernia, herbicide, hurricane, herpes. You've been a wonderful crowd, Escondido. Thank you.
One more time for Purple Haze, everybody. Purple Haze. Here, Purple Haze, come back here, grab the mic, chat a little bit. Remind everybody how long you've been doing stand-up?
2021.
2021. So, what was that, 4 years? I'm good at math. 4 years. Are you doing other shows? You doing any shows at the open mics, or are you?
It's all the same to me.
Meaning?
If I get a mic in a room full of strangers, I'm happy.
And how often are you?
I'm a full-time athlete. I travel around the world, and I find myself doing comedy. I was in Brooklyn in September for 2 different nights. Chicago, Hollywood, San Francisco. So
let's delve into this. Athlete. What do you do as far
triathlon.
Oh, you do triathlons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So are you retired and you do triathlons, or you?
I'm a retired Marine. Yes.
Retired Marine.
But I'm a full-time athlete.
Full-time athlete.
Mm-hmm.
So you train every day like a maniac, or what?
No, I train smartly every day, not like a maniac.
Well, I mean, it's hardcore. I meant maniac, like fucking hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
Taryn, you want to take this over?
Let's see. God, Purple Haze, man, I've seen you for a while. Like you come to the store every once in a while, or you used to a couple years ago.
Many years ago, yeah.
Shoot, I don't know, man. That's you're still about the same, bro. I don't know. Like, you got that weird delivery. You like,
so are you.
Yeah, you got like you're very expressive with your body, but it's just you got this unlikable thing. The audience really just checks out immediately. I think it's because like you're bragging about fucking younger chicks all the time. I don't know.
I like Taryn. He gets to the truth. No, I would say the long pauses throw me off. So long pauses, even if the joke was good.
It's a powerful tool.
The long pauses. They work if the joke destroyed and that's your vibe, I guess. But the long pauses kind of throw me off because they were just too long. I would say, I don't know. If I was watching a regular comedy show here on a Friday night, I think the long pauses would bury you. I don't know. That's what I would say. Taryn, anything else?
I mean, I didn't mind the pauses. His delivery's fine. It's the material, man. You got to punch it up. It's all very. What is it? First thought, like because it's like first thought, second thought, third thought. First thought is like what like guys joking around like the table would say. Second thought is like what the first thought of like a comedian would have, and then like the third thought is like the thought that you should say. It's like what you actually like the actual joke that's like uniquely yours.
I think you delve into athlete stuff. That's something I didn't know about you. Is the triathlete thing? I think you could write.
Yeah, you
I mean, that's a
travel,
very unique experience. No, I mean, very.
Or the military. You don't talk about
In
being
this
in the
country,
military
yeah.
at all either.
Yeah, but like 0.01%, if that, can do all that shit that you do. You'd probably know a ton about that. You probably have tons of jokes. I would delve into some of that personal shit that you have with that because that's really unique. The Marine stuff and the triathlete stuff. I think that's fucking huge. All right, give it up one more time for Purple Haze, everybody.
Hey.
Purple Haze. All right. That's everybody, right? Nobody out here? New guys want to go up? You ready? Are you writing stuff? You getting ready to go on the open mic? No, I would never do that. What? After seeing that, you're
Smart
like,
man,
I would
smart
never-
man.
I would never do
He's
this.
not desperate enough to do this.
2 people ago, he was like, I can do this. That was good. And now he's like, fuck. They were mean to Purple Haze.
I do got to bail, though. I gotta go.
Game is still 14-7. You got a show, too?
Yeah, I got to go. I got a show, too.
Where's your show?
Madhouse.
Madhouse. Who's on, is it a showcase?
It's Alan Henderson's headlining tonight.
Alan
so
in his wheelchair. Alan's a regular here. I have to lift him up.
Good
on
old
this.
Alan. He's got me featuring for him. So
Nice. How many minutes are you doing?
probably 15.
15?
Yeah.
Now, do you prep in advance, or are you at the point now where you're like, I'll just figure it out when I get there?
15 is not, like, I don't really have to prep for 15 anymore. Luckily, I've gotten to the point where I have, like, a type 5 that is 10 minutes, basically. So doing 15 is, like, what I normally do, plus, like, 3 jokes.
Do you think about it in advance at all, or you're literally like, when I get there, I'll figure it out?
I only plan for, these days, I'm only planning for, like, 20-minute sets. I'll write out the set list for, like, 20 minutes. But 15, I do whatever I feel like the audience needs at the moment.
Nice. Is the main room or the
It'll be the main room, yeah.
Right on. All right. Well, we'll probably wrap it up, Ramses. Yeah, since he's got to go. All right. Well, thanks guys for coming out. Great job. All the comics that came on stage, you crushed it. We loved it. Every Thursday night, 5:15, when the kickoff starts, we do this. And follow us on Instagram. And are we on Facebook, Ramses? YouTube. We got to get a TikTok. Isn't that what the kids are doing these days? As I have my fucking reader glasses. Aren't the kids
But
on
there's
this-
no kids here, did
aren't
you
the
know?
kids aren't the kids on TikTok these days? Well, Grand Comedy Club has a TikTok. I don't think we're posting shit to it, but we have a Grand Comedy Club. But Halftime Hacks on Instagram. We'll, Ramses put some clips up of you guys. And, yeah, follow us there. Tell your friends. And thanks very much for coming out. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you. Good job.